We are talking about J.J. Abrams. Some people refer to him as Jar Jar Abrams. Others refer to him as who's that guy over there? Others say the killer of Star Wars, the ender of Star Trek, and the guy who effectively made every fan of Lost lose their mind. No pun intended. But today, it's another story because Mr. JJ slash Jar Jar slash Lost Dude is pretty much in hot water with Warner Brothers slash Discovery. And Shane has the whole story for you right now.
All right. Yes. So apparently, of course, JJ was hired to do a bunch of DC comic book character movies. There was a $250 million deal done with Bad Robot, which is his production company. And they're not happy with how far along JJ has gotten with his work for them.
Did you say Bad Reboot or Bad Robot?
Bad Robot.
Oh, I thought you said.
But that
Bad
is
Reboot.
interesting that Bad Reboot and Bad Robot very close. Nice.
Thanks. I didn't make it up.
J.J. Abrams' Demimonde, the first show the prolific producer has written since Fringe in 2008, is on the bubble at HBO. As sources say, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav is frustrated by the lack of output from Bad Robot's $250 million deal overall. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that the budget for HBO's show, which has been in the works since 2018, is a source of contention as Abrams' Bad Robot is eyeing a spend that's north of $200 million.
Oh my God.
So by comparison, the budget for HBO's upcoming Game of Thrones prequel, The House of Dragons, is less than $200 million. So JJ wants to spend more than a Game of Thrones show, which is scary.
Right. That is one part about that is it's not just JJ's problem, but that's one of the problems there is with science fiction. Is science fiction is so expensive.
Right. A decision on whether this new sci-fi drama is going to move forward is expected to come this week. So they could cank the whole thing if they're not happy with what he's done for it.
No way that happens.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And, like we were talking about, JJ has done a lot of stuff. He's really well known today for the things he's done, mostly because of Star Wars and Star Trek. He's just been involved in a lot of science fiction. So the fact that, I think the main problem with why JJ has so many problems and is probably not able to commit to Warner Brothers is because JJ is always doing a lot of stuff. Have you look at his IMDb? He's constantly flip-flopping back and forth between movies and TV series. I mean, this is crazy. Just as a producer, he has 12 projects either in pre-production or that have been announced. And he has another 4 projects that are currently filming. How is he supposed to keep up with all this stuff?
And he has like an entire studio that helps him keep, like, that's what Bad Robot is. It's like,
that's what Bad Robot is. But at some point, he's got to manage the ship. He's got to make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
So whoever's working on this Warner Brothers property isn't carrying their weight. So JJ's going to have to step in and fix that problem.
Yeah, he goes, hey, listen, Bob, listen, I'm sorry. I had the intern working on the new Batman series. Let me figure that out. I'll get a regular person on it. The intern's not doing great. We got to replace him because he can just put any of his people on these shows. I mean, look at the shows he's doing. Abrams has multiple projects in the works under a company-wide deal. So company-wide referring to Bad Robot. With Demimonde. How the hell do you say this?
That's a tough one.
Demimonde?
Demimonde, yeah.
Demimonde. By the way, JJ, that is not a good name for a show. If people can't pronounce it, they can't tell people about it. Come on, man. Joining an adult animated Batman series, which I'm interested in, that reunites Abrams with his Felicity collaborator Matt Reeves. So Matt Reeves, J.J. Abrams' show, adult animated Batman series. That sounds cool. Who is behind the Batman feature film? Abrams and Bad Robot are also working on originals, including Subject to Change. Both these dramas are based on original ideas. But look at this. Ready? Other projects include U2 scripted series. U2. Are you talking like the band?
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. That would be interesting.
Yeah. That the studio is producing for Netflix. Apple's Presumed Innocent, an original crime drama duster for HBO Max. In addition to, I guess he's talking about doing HBO Justice League Dark stuff with Constantine and Madam X. So yes. He's working. What you just said, he's working a bunch of stuff's in HBO Max. Great, cool. But he also has stuff at Netflix and Apple.
Yeah, and he's also part of the new Star Trek movie coming up.
All right, and parent. So he's working for both Apple, Netflix, HBO Max, Warner Brothers, and Paramount. So if Disney announces his involvement in the next Star Wars project, he will officially have been working at the same time for every single studio in existence, pretty much.
Yeah, he's going to run as far and fast away from Star Wars as possible. There's no way that dude's going to have anything to do with Star Wars moving forward.
Well, because they did talk about JJ being on the short list for Star Wars, and I bet you he was like, "Yeah, that short list. Don't call me. I'll call you."
I'll pass.
The guy that takes any job you give him is like, "Nah, I'm good. Thanks." Yeah, reps for Warner Bros. And Discovery and Bad Robot declined to comment. So what's interesting here, in a nutshell, right? The TLDR is this: his company was given $280 million.
50, yeah.
I'm sorry, $250 million, and his very first work he's putting out to HBO as part of that deal is one TV show that has a budget north of $200 million.
Yes.
So essentially, if they actually approve this season 1 of Demimonde, I'm just going to call it Telemundo.
I like it. Yeah.
Then
Telemundo.
It will have effectively cost them around $500 million. 250 to Bad Robot, and now the budget for the first show is north of 200. So let's say $480 million for a single TV show.
Well, I mean, that 250 is for for them to produce a lot of other things as well.
Right, but the initial offering, right? This is out the gate. This is what we're giving you, and you're telling me it's going to cost the whole thing is going to cost basically $500 million.
Yeah, the idea for the show sounds pretty cool. I mean, the storyline is basically the world battles against a monstrous, oppressive force. It's pretty vague, but it sounds like it could be cool.
Yeah. Oh, so it's like the world battling Twitter.
The world's battling Twitter. Okay, yeah.
All right.
Or, something like
that.
I'm trying to think of something like oppressive force.
Or
it's definitely Twitter.
I don't know. Or one of the studios you work for. Disney, perhaps. What if the monster's a giant Mickey Mouse? You will bow to me. Okay. Listen, guys, that's it. On the way to the comment section to tell Shane he's wrong about J.J. Abrams, hit that subscribe button and the alert button. And please subscribe. We found out that 90% of you that watch this channel, that number seems... when I say that, I feel like I'm lying or like exaggerating, but I'm not. 90% of the people that watch our videos aren't subscribed. It sounds ridiculous. It does. It sounds ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I will get a screenshot for you guys next time. But 90% of the people that watch our videos aren't subscribed. That means that 10% of you that are subscribed watch the videos, and then every time we put something out, the other 90% is filled up with random people.
I'm sure people watch the videos more than once, but they just haven't taken the time to subscribe. So if that's you, if you've watched more than, a couple, 2 or 3 of our videos, it doesn't really affect you at all. Just throw us a subscribe. I mean, if you're coming back, and now if you've watched us and you're like, oh my gosh, this is garbage. We understand. We understand.
Listen,
subscribe.
Often we think we're also garbage. Okay?
Yeah.
It's a common theme with us. I'll call Shane. I'll say, Shane, I'm garbage. He'll be like, I agree. You are garbage, but it's okay. I'm garbage too. Let's make a video. And we feel a little better about ourselves for like 5 minutes until the comments start coming in that call us fat garbage.
I'll be like, listen, just pick yourself up, man. It's all good.
Anyways, listen, Shane's right. Please subscribe.
Thank you.
Anything else to say on that topic?
Not on that topic, but I would like to address Archmage Frey, who said, wait, Kathleen Kennedy left Lucasfilm?
What?